racing to the finish line. Seatbelt, fast whips, got a win in mind. See me when I skirt off, ain't no 10 in mine. Friends keep saying slow down, should've seen the signs. Riding down the street road, where we going, I don't know. God, please protect me, I'm halfway home. Take the wheel right now, I let go. Thinking about the ones I let go. I thought by now you forgive me. No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason for living. Naysayers making noise, all I hear them say. Making noise, all I hear them say. He say, she say, they say. He say, she say, they say. Not my way, it's your way. It's not my way, it's your way. That's all I hear him say. That's all I hear him say.
Yo, everybody, what's up? What's up? What's good? Adeimpossible here for another one, right? I'm gonna try to keep this one fast paced, right? Shout out to all of my Pop the Balloon watchers. We are dropping our first episode next Thursday, so you guys get to watch that. But this comes up a lot, right? It's about communication, right? Communication in our relationships. And people just like use that word, oh, I just want better communication. But honestly, that is the most important thing, right? And I'm not going to hold anybody up, right? I have two guests on today, and I'm going to see, right? We're going to try and help them navigate and see if like we can really find what is going on with their relationships, with their approaches, with their patterns, right? Because if we can fix this and if we can solve this, or even just give them like a path forward, it helps, right? And a lot of times people feel as if, look, they don't have nobody to talk to, they're trapped in, whoever they're with isn't communicating with them. So look, that's what I'm here for. Like if you want a session, just go to Adeimpossible.com, hit the link, man. Book the session, man. Book the session so that we can get through these issues, right? Because I'm here for you, man. I'm here to help you stay in relationships, fix your relationships, and get in a relationship, right? So look, with no further ado, man, I am gonna bring on, let me add her to the stage real quick. Let's add her to the stage. Hello.
Hi, how's it going today?
Yo, it is going good. What's your name? How do I say your name?
Oh, my name is Ajna.
Ajna. Okay, that's a beautiful name. So, where are you? Like, what city and state are you in?
Oh, I live in New York City.
Okay, great city. Shout out to NYC. Shout out to NYC. Yeah, man, I actually left NYC and then came over here to the West Coast, right? And I do miss NYC at times, but I don't miss that weather, right?
Oh,
But okay.
yeah, I came from over there, so
Oh. So are
we
you
switched
missing it, or
places.
like, are you loving NYC right now?
Am I what?
Are you loving New York City right now?
Oh, I have a love-hate relationship, but I mostly love it right now
Okay. All right.
because it's
So
summertime, so the
yeah.
energy's good, everybody's
Yeah.
out, you know.
Okay. Okay. So, right? Beautiful girl here. What's going on with your relationship?
I just got ghosted again, actually, like 2
Again.
days ago.
Okay.
So, and the thing is, basically, I was in a 7-year relationship and then it was abusive, but after that, I took some time to heal, and then everything since has been basically, I feel like I keep getting put into this like FWB zone, or like a homie that sleeps with a man, and it's this weird like area, and I don't really want to be in it anymore. Like, it was fine during the time when I was healing, but now I feel like I've moved on from that, you know?
Okay.
So I feel like I was getting frustrated at the last one. I guess, like, there's things underneath the surface, you know, that start to boil within you, and you
Mhm.
don't realize what it is subconsciously necessarily. But it was bothering me that, oh, this is somebody I feel like I could seriously date, but I feel like in his mind, he's putting me into that zone, and here I am again in this cycle, you know? And I don't really want that anymore, you know?
Okay. So
Hmm.
so you had said it's a pattern though, right? So like, how long has this friends with benefits ghosting thing, how long has that been like actually going on? Like how many different relationships?
It's
Like
been it's
what is
been
the
3
timeline?
years, and I
Okay.
think maybe about, like, 5 people throughout the 3 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
So like how do you meet these guys though?
Um, Either real life or Bumble.
Okay.
Mhm.
So and then how does it go though, right? In in that you guys meet, and then are you always just going with the flow? Are you saying what you want? Are you just trying to hook up with
Mhm.
people and then turn it into relationships? In that I need information from
Uh,
you so
okay.
that we can figure this out.
Okay, well, I think part of it is that I go with the flow, and then I feel like I try to turn it into a relationship. I mean, I know that, like, in the beginning of dating somebody, which I okay, before the whole 7-year relationship, like, dating was different altogether, right? Like, people, you kinda started dating somebody, and then that was, like, your person, you know, and you just went with that for a while. And now, like, I feel like the tables have turned, and there's all these, like, situationships, gray areas, you know, things like that going on. But aside from that, so now it feels like when you start seeing somebody, there's this window of time before, you know, they commit to you, which is maybe anywhere from, I don't know, like a month to like 6 months, whatever the timeline is, right? So I'm just saying things are different now. It feels like, so I feel like women are now forced to be agree to this like polyamorous situation.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, right. You have said 3 to 6 month window before it's official.
No, I would say 1 to 6 months, depending.
Okay. So then what are you guys doing in that first month? Is it friends with benefits? Like, are you just kind of going with the flow? Like, is it just sex? Like, what is happening?
It's kind of like, I mean, it's both like sex and hanging out and talking and getting to know somebody.
Okay. So,
Okay.
so this one already seems kind of easy, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of women, right? You guys have standards, right? Expectations, and it's
Mhm.
high, right? And then
Mhm.
when you finally meet someone that actually meets that expectation, you don't want to rock the boat, right? So then you like wind up going with the flow, and then you don't know what you are, right? He
Mm,
calls, you like come over, sex happens, you aren't saying anything. Now, like you've already given it up. So like you don't want to rock that boat, and then you are just waiting until that man actually chooses you. Is that what usually happens?
yes. Yes. I mean,
Well, I mean,
that's been happening since my last year's relationship. Like, yes, that's what's been going on.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yo, and like don't feel so like there's an echo now.
An
Um,
echo. Hang
yeah,
on. Sorry, sir. Maybe let me hold the phone different.
yeah.
Is this
Or like
better?
maybe okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And I was saying, don't feel bad about it because it is usually what happens a lot of times. And it's kind of our world right now. But like,
Hmm.
if you do want to actually be in a relationship, you're going to have to take some chances in that you have to make your standards known, right? So,
Hmm.
like in the beginning, right? If you were going with the flow, I mean, men are gonna try to have sex any chance they get, right? So, like
Wow.
you, right, right, and like maybe you want to have sex too, but like you have to kind of have requirements, right? You like
Hmm.
have to kind of make them want it because anything which has gotten way too easy, like nobody really cares for, right? Inside our head, it's like, well, I had met her, I had got it, so like I don't have to do anything else. And then now that you have given it to him, it's pretty much on him. Like, do I really want to take it further? And it's really because you didn't make any of your standards known in the beginning, right? So it's like
Mm,
that that is always going to continue. And it's not that men are like forcing you into this polyamorous world. It's just that's our world right now, right?
mhm,
Ghosting is a thing. Usually
mhm,
people can communicate, talk it out. If like there's a
mhm.
grievance, if there is like something wrong, people used to talk it out. Now people just ghost people, right? And
Yes, exactly. It's exactly what they do.
yo, and then it actually makes you worse at dating as it goes on because not only are you like racking up bodies inside of your like mind, you were like, this guy can like leave at any second. So I'm not really going to become vulnerable, which is then actually stopping them from even taking you seriously because you aren't being vulnerable, right? So it's kind of a
Mhm.
cycle, right? Um
Right.
uh uh one of our guests, one of our viewers says, "Huh, what age group do you want to date though?" In
Me?
that, yeah, in that, how old are you?
Um, I'm 28.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like, what age group do you
I
usually
well,
date?
no, I basically date like 24 to 45, really.
Okay, so like that's a big range, right? That's a
Oh, I
whole
know. I know.
whole. So like you you like have to have requirements, right? You like
Mhm.
have to have standards. So where do you see yourself in a year from now? Do you want to be in a serious relationship? Are you just going with the flow? Are you one of those energy girls that, I just like somebody's vibe? Exactly where where are you with it?
I love that question. I mean, ideally, I would like to be in a serious relationship, but I would like to be, in the right relationship with the right energy. I mean, yes, I am one of those energy girls, but I'm not like it's about being with the right energy in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So okay, right? Because it seems like
Mhm.
you okay. Are you showing up as a woman that he's lucky to have, or like are you thinking these guys are like better than you and then you have to put out you have to keep on doing things so that they will choose you, because that is the
Mm,
distinction. Which one are you right now?
mm. Um, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's been the second one because I feel like I generally pitch out of my league, and then it feels like that, oh, I should even feel lucky that they're even around me, like, but it's more that they make me feel this way, you know? But I am kind of seeing this as a pattern, and then I guess in the beginning I put them on a pedestal when I think like, oh, this could potentially be my boyfriend, etc. Like maybe the first 2 or 3 dates, you know? Um, and then after that, and then I'm like, oh, I see all these reasons, why I wouldn't date this person. Plus, they're not, trying to pursue me seriously, etc. And they're just kind of out there, and I'm
Right.
just one of the girls or
So,
something, you know?
okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to you because you were recognizing sometimes you are batting out of your league, and a lot of women do that
Hmm.
too.
Hmm.
That's a big point of frustration for like regular guys, right? Regular guys are
Hmm.
like, look, I'm a 7, she's a 7, I'm a 6, she's a 6. Nowadays, 6s want to go with the 9s and 10s, right? And then
Hmm.
those guys will just run through you, like like they'll just go back on the app and then meet somebody new, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is the first problem. But look, you like what you like, right?
Right,
And
right.
and if you do want these guys to like take you seriously, you have to stop thinking they are better than you, because once
Mm,
you think they're better than you are just gonna do whatever, right? Like if he like wants
mm,
to have sex, you are gonna have sex. Like if he says come over midnight, you are gonna come over midnight because you were trying to prove yourself to him, which is not
mm.
what a relationship makes. It like makes a good time for us, right?
Makes it
Right?
easy for the men.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna call her up. She's gonna come through X, Y, and Z. Then I'm gonna send her home. So, that's what you have to change first, right?
Hmm.
So like, okay, right?
Okay.
When you meet you're like next guy, right?
Hmm.
Right? Um, how does it usually go, right? Are you gonna actually give him everything on the like first day, or like are you gonna try and wait, right? Because
I
whatever
mean, for
is.
me, like
Mhm,
usually the first date is just an interview,
mhm,
unless it's like a crazy chemistry, which
mhm.
does happen when you meet somebody.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, I usually wait at least one date. I did make a guy wait 6 months though one time, and that was crazy. But I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
I don't.
that
I
guy isn't
mean,
around right now.
huh?
I mean, that guy isn't around either, right? So, like,
No.
I was
No.
thinking, right?
Thank
So,
God. Thank God, though.
okay. So,
Okay, sorry.
yeah. So like you like kind of still need like a little coaching, like a little therapy, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna meet somebody today, right? And I don't know,
Wow.
like he can look like somebody who's out of your league, and then you're gonna treat him that way. And as soon as he
Mhm.
sees that, it's
Mhm.
over, right? Because you were going to
Mhm.
do whatever. So it's almost like you have to build up your self-esteem, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then be like, look, if I don't want to do this, I'm not going to do this, right? I mean, if you want to do it, by like all means, go ahead. Just know if you do it too soon, guys aren't going to take you seriously. Guys will stay around. Guys might stay around 6 months, 6 years even, if it's that
Mhm.
good. But like if you want to actually be in a fruitful relationship, you're gonna have to work on yourself, right?
Mhm.
It's about
Mhm.
standards and patience, right?
Mhm.
Because yeah, because if you just keep on doing that same thing, look, oh, this guy's cute, this guy has great energy. Guys can fake energy, yo. Like guys can fake energy just to get what we want. So like you have to kind of think a little smarter about it. That's all.
I see. I
Do
understand.
Are you still in any friends with benefits situations right now?
No, not right now. I just got ghosted 2 days ago, and the other one ghosted also. So,
Yeah, this is like too
which
many bodies
is
racking up, man. Like, and
that's
yeah,
that's two for the year. I'm not that bad. Like that's
yeah, but it's
I'm
too
not.
many.
I'm not.
It's too many if like you want to be in a relationship, right? Do you want
Okay.
to keep a low body count, or like do you want to be in a committed relationship?
I mean, both.
Right. But like what I'm saying is one should
Mm,
be your priority, which is actually being in a committed relationship. Um
mhm.
uh and then this is my final thing though. With
Okay.
the guy who had just ghosted you, like why did he ghost you?
Oh, because the Snow Latina came out.
The like snow Latino, what is that?
It's just a joke, but it's just a reference to how Polish women get when they get jealous.
Okay. And how did you get?
Um, well, he just like openly told me he was like texting and flirting with other women, and I don't know, I hadn't heard from him for days, and he sent me like a text that had been sent out to like 25 other people, that he openly told me about. But it's just like there was just things I feel that were said that added up all together that I began to feel a little jealous, and I know it was like early on, etc. But I think he couldn't handle my crash out, and then I never heard from him. So
Yeah. Yeah. So
really like it.
you enjoy toxicity. You like kind of like that drama, right? Just because it shows in
Well,
your actions.
no, I really don't. But I hadn't argued with a man like that in like a few years.
Okay. So if he unghosts you now and he calls you back, like
Mhm.
what are we doing?
I mean, I would see him and talk to him, and then go from there. I don't really know exactly at this point because I don't know, when you detach from somebody for a bit and you kind of view your feelings objectively and what's going on with the world and your life. So I think I would have to kind of see him in person and talk to him and go from there.
Yeah. So like I wouldn't even see him in person. I would try to have
Mm,
that phone phone conversation because
yeah.
see, it's a power structure, yo. It's a power dynamic where like I am going to ghost you and then make you feel like you are unworthy. And then
Mm,
I'm going to then withdraw all of my feelings, right? Which is going
mm,
to make you crave me more. And like then I'll
mm,
come back around whenever I feel like it. Like that's the cycle you were in right now. And
yeah.
yeah, man, it's like moth to a flame.
Hmm.
But like you can fight it, you can
Okay.
change and then actually have standards. But look, that's
Yeah.
a different conversation. And maybe we can talk about that later. But
Okay.
like as of like right now, yeah, it's an easy pattern. It's an easy
Hmm.
pattern. Um, there's a power dynamic once sex is had. Once guys get sex, we're like, look, take it or leave it type shit. Um, and then you were there like, oh, why don't you call me? When are you coming back? No, because we had never built off anything else. All we had was sex. So like now that's all I see you as a vessel for my pleasure versus whether we had built up our relationship, shared like any good times, went out, went to the Met. I don't know. I don't know, but like this is what's happening to you. So like you'll always be good enough for sex, but not for more than that, unless you like kind of start making some of your standards known.
I see. So no, because that's what I've been feeling, and it's been cutting into my self-worth because I've been feeling that essentially that like I've been being put into that category, but not the relationship category, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And and then I keep thinking like, oh, it's all these things wrong with me, etc. This is why he won't commit, and then I go on and on about this with myself. And and then I just start feeling bad, about myself. And I didn't realize it's like a situation of, oh, I need to tell him my standards from the beginning.
Yo, tell him and then show him, right? But I actually have like a program. It's a 21-day wife boot camp. And it does get women into relationships in like 21 days because it's not that difficult. Because it's
Okay.
not that difficult. It's just you have to be able to deal with rejection, right? Men have
Mhm.
to deal with rejection all the time. So if you
Mhm.
make those standards known, and if he says, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm not doing that," you have to be fine with that. You have to be fine with, okay, well, you aren't for me. Not like chasing, trying to audition. Well, okay, why don't we try this? Well, nah, there are
Mm.
too many people in the world to be wasting time on
Mhm.
people that don't value you,
Mm. That's
right?
deep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo. But look, I'm gonna touch base with you
Okay.
after this. I'll see if I can get you into that boot camp. But it's really not that difficult in that you are in New York City. There are like a lot of
Mhm.
men. So it's a
Mhm.
large dating pool. You are physically attractive, you're in shape. So at least you like have those attributes men desire. Now you just got to have that like right mindset, right? Have that wife
Mm.
mindset, have that
Mm.
at least
The wife
girlfriend
mind.
mindset instead of just choose me mindset, right? Pick me mindset is always going to get you picked, but not
Mm.
for that, right?
Mm. Picked for the team, but not for the lead player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you were just a side chick of who knows how many guys right now, and that's not what
None
we
right
want for.
now, by the way,
Right,
but
right, right. All right, cool. Do you have any final questions, or like, are you good right now?
um no, I will just hear from you later. Thank you for having me on your show.
No doubt, no doubt. And then thank you for actually coming on and like sharing because it is not easy for like people coming up here and then
Mhm.
right just like sharing all of the information. But like, don't worry. Like, summer's coming. I got you, man. I ain't
Summer's
gonna let
coming.
you go to the wolves, man. Wolves are out in the summertime. So,
The Wolves of Wall Street, they're out there.
all of that, all of that, all of that. But all right, man. It was nice speaking with you, though.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, all right. So, yo, that one is just the like same thing guys always talk about, right? Batting out of their league, and then it like always winds up bad. Whereas like regular guys might treat her better. But look, this is the world that we are in. So I tell you, regular guys, stop being regular guys, man. Elevate your game, man. Get in better shape, right? And then you'll be able to actually attract the women that you want. But that was a good one. But like, I'm gonna help her though. Like, we can fix that one. That one is just a couple changes. But all right, let me go to my next guest. Who we got here? We got here. Mary, are you there? Um. Oh, okay. Your
Can you
mic's
hear
muted.
me?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
Can yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's your video is like lagging a little, but yeah.
No worries. As long as I can hear you, right? Um. Yeah. So okay, right. So we had spoke a little bit earlier, and I felt a lot of your frustration. But let us start at the top. Like, what is going on with your relationship right now?
Um, Currently, I feel like my relationship has kind of been on like a downward spiral for quite a while now. We just can't seem to like get on the same page, have beneficial discussions. I feel like we've been stagnant for probably like the majority of the relationship. It's just not like not seeing like any growth or any changes in the issues that like we continue to have. It's like the same thing.
So, just how long have you been in this relationship?
A little over 2 years, I think 2 years and some
Okay.
months.
How did you guys meet?
We met, I guess, like I would say like through like mutual like friends, or like, so I don't want to say like social media. It was like a pool party, like someone's birthday party. That's really like exchange information. And
Okay, so then you guys started talking, everything progressed. Are you guys living together? Like at like what stage is it now? Like where are you with this man?
I'm not living with him. Like, unfortunately, it like his the whole time like I've like known him and been with him, like his like living situation has like never completely been like stable. Um, that's more on his part. I honestly just like not all of that responsible. Recently he just we were planning, speaking on getting a place together, but recently he like took over like his one of his friends' apartment, and he wants me to live there with him, but then he invited two of his cousins and his younger brother to live there as well. So I don't have any intentions on living with him till like our relationship is better and like it's done the correct way. Like I
So
just
okay,
don't.
where are you in your career path right now? I mean, are you living at home? Like are you out on
Yeah,
your own?
I'm African, so we don't
Okay.
really the women, we don't really like move out until we get married and stuff. So I've had my own apartment before and stuff, but my parents, like I kind of helped them out a lot. They're like illiterate. I'm first generation, so
Okay.
it's just much more convenient just for me to be here, and so I can like I feel like either just completely have my own place like stable
Okay.
or like you're in a better situation. But yeah, right now I mainly stay with my parents. I would stay over with him for, days at a time sometimes and then, come back. But I've never like fully moved in with him, just like spend the night bags.
So then what is frustrating you now? Like what's wrong with the relationship?
He claims he wants to progress, but it's like he's not like doing anything to show that. Like it seems like it's the same patterns and behavior from 2 years ago. So it's he wants to live together, like have children and stuff. I don't know where he's getting that from because I've always made it clear every relationship I've been in, I want to get married before I have kids. That's without a question. I'm not faltering on that. I haven't made it this far just to be someone's baby mama. That's not a
Right.
thing in my culture. It's not respected. I grew up with, two-parent household. That's all I've ever seen. His upbringing is completely the opposite of that. Like, so I that probably feeds into like the way he like deals with situations and stuff. But he like really wants to like have a kid and stuff, but it's like
Wait,
not
wait,
his
wait, wait.
relationship is
Okay.
not
Wait. So okay, right? So he hasn't changed in the past 2 years.
not I mean, I don't think so, no.
Okay. So then what changed in you that like didn't that like now you like don't want him anymore, right? Because it seems like he is the same guy who like didn't really fit what you were looking for in the beginning.
Yeah. Initially, I really just feel like it was like a friends with benefits, like kind of casual situation that just kind of went on like for far too long. And it's like I did like grow to have feelings for him, but he just like did too much. Like it just he just like did too much. Like so like I can't say that I'm like in love with him anymore or anything, or like that I want to continue like over exerting myself like with the behavior that like I'm getting from him. It's just not like I don't see it like being beneficial. So, and he'll say things that sound nice sometimes, like, but he always just reverts back. Like it doesn't like exemplify him. His
Okay.
words don't match his actions.
Okay. So first mistake, right? And and like I can't address him because he's not here, right? I can only try to empower you moving forward. So like first and foremost, do you even want to try to stay in this relationship? Do you want to save it? Or like are you ready to go? Like where are you honestly?
I'm leaning more towards ready to go.
Okay. So it has started off on the wrong foot, right? In that you are an African woman, you have seen like a two-parent household. Friends with benefits. Like friends with benefits is not how relationships start, right? Like y'all can be friends or like y'all can be in a relationship. Friends with benefits, that doesn't lead anywhere, right? That was casual, and then he had got comfortable with the casualness of it, and then said, "Well, I'm not doing anything, so like let me latch on to her." So like that is what is happening now. But even after all that, right? You aren't pregnant, right? No kids by him,
No.
right? So then, what is your reason of like actually being in this relationship still?
Um, recently, I don't really have more of a reason anymore. But before it, there is like something that like we both kind of like struggle with. I feel that like we kind of like trauma bond on like together. So I feel like that is like probably like the main thing that's like kept me around. But I'm getting help for that now. So I don't like I know that like, you know, I'll be like okay, like
Right.
without yeah.
Yo, and I think maybe 3 out of the last women calls I've had, they've had some sort of trauma bonding, right? And that like never ends up well, right? It's two broken pieces of glass trying to to like match, and it just doesn't work that way, right? But but like even on top of that, right? If your exit, well, first and foremost, right? You don't want to save it. Are you definitely trying to get out of it, or is it that he he just has to make a change, right? Because like you had said earlier, it has been 2 whole years of your life, right? You are now what, like 25, 27, 28, like somewhere there,
I'll be 28 in a few months.
right? And then your whole goal is to get married, correct?
Yeah, ultimately in a relationship, yes.
Okay. And then is he the guy that you want to marry in his current state? Is he the guy that you want to marry?
In this current state, no. But I know people can like grow and like, you know, so it's not like anyone that I've dated in the past, like I don't think like I've never seen marriage like with them just because we never really got to that point. But if like he was like a normal person, it wasn't like the way he is, then it could like probably like, you know, but like no, like I don't and then also I don't know if that's if he takes it as seriously as I do. So that's another thing that is a huge like problem like with me. Like I don't think he like takes it seriously. Like he
Have you guys talked about these things though?
I've expressed to him like that is like what I want. Like and but it's just comments that he's made and stuff. Like he like I remember once before um he was like, oh, like well, just you know, I'll just get you like this promise ring. And then like that, like I was just supposed to be like okay with that and like have a baby for him just because he'll like get me a promise ring, something you do when you're 15 years old. And then he like feels like he has some like negative like feeling when I like watch like I like used to watch this show, Married at First Sight,
Yeah.
and like he would just like make like negative comments and stuff. Like it's just like it's like I can see like he's not like how that's my vision to like start a family. It's not his. Like he's fine with just like having like a baby mama and just like his
Okay.
mom, his mom is like has like 4 different baby daddies, like is incredibly immature. Like I it's just what he knows. So
Okay. So like
he doesn't
we
take me seriously, like what like I'm serious about. He doesn't. He just does what he wants. So
okay. So like it sounds like, right? It sounds like you are staying in a bad relationship and then you don't know why, right? But like are you there because you don't know what else is out there? Like why are you still there? That's all. I'm trying to help you figure out why you are still there, right? Um uh is it that you were scared of like being single again? Is it pressure from like family just to get married? Like why are you still there?
I feel like part of it is probably I just got comfortable,
Okay.
just like with like the routine. But like now it's just like the routine isn't like it's not going anywhere. And it's like I'm seeing more and more that it's like it's really not going anywhere. Like some of these things, like I just said about like marriage and stuff, like those are stuff I just recently happened like in the past like couple months, like the little comments and stuff, and like seeing like so it's just like I'm just seeing we're just not completely on the same like path. And
Right.
I just certain things I shouldn't even have to like thoroughly explain or like I don't know. I just can't see us like seeing eye to eye with some stuff, and he's not open minded enough to like sit have like a conversation. It's just going to escalate to him yelling and then like making it into something that like is not. So we never end up accomplishing or discussing what the actual like topic of conversation was or the issue in hand. So we've never gone over anything. Like every time we argue, it's he just pretends like everything's okay. Like afterwards, like so it's
How?
like
All right. Wait. How often do you guys argue?
every month, damn near. And when we do, he'll like kick me out, even though I don't live with him. Like what little stuff I'll have over there, if I have like a bag of clothes, pair of shoes, he'll like Uber it back to my parents' house or something.
Yo,
And and,
what?
and
Wait,
also
wait,
at
wait,
the
wait,
same
wait.
time, he can't seem to understand why I'm not comfortable fully moving in with him when he's kicked me out over like 20 times.
Yo, over 20 times. This is the problem, right? Why are you still there? Like you once you like start seeing these negative behaviors, right? Normal people at times they will leave, right? You have to let your standards be known. If he had kicked you out once and like you had felt as if you were not at fault, you like shouldn't have went back, right? Because there is a coaching going on there, right? This is how you're supposed to treat me. If I'm going to be your wife, this is how you are supposed to treat me. Right now, he can treat you any kind of way. And like he knows you were still going to come back. You were still kind of contemplating, should I be with them, stay with them? You have both parents at home, right?
Mhm.
Right? Have you
Yes.
told them about any of these things?
No, they've never even been introduced to him because he doesn't
Oh,
represent like he's embarrassing. The way he treats me is embarrassing. I don't
okay,
want to
so
see my
then
parents right now. Like, no.
there it is. Why are you still with this guy? Right? Right? Yo, if you can't even introduce him to your parents, then how was he ever going to be your husband? Right? How is he ever going to be your like man even? It's almost like you have a sneaky link too because you haven't really shown him you were trying to take it there. So like maybe that's what he is actually frustrated with, right? Cuz
And I can understand that because he has expressed something of that like nature before too. What you're
okay.
saying.
So look, right? This one isn't even as complicated as I thought it was going to be, right? Either you are serious about being with him and then you guys have to progress in that manner, introduce him to your parents, let them see him, let them see you. Maybe they have different insight, different perspective, or like maybe you're like mom and dad will be like, leave this guy alone, right?
That's definitely what we're
Um,
gonna see because there's been times like I have a sister that's 21. She asked me before like a couple months ago, like she like texted me like, "Are you in an abusive relationship?" Mind you, she's never met him. Just from her seeing how like upset I would be sometimes whenever I would come home, she just like came up with like that conclusion that that's probably like what I was going through. So they're not going to be accepting of it. Like I know, like
Okay. So
it's
look,
not.
right? This is your choice, right? You have to be strong, right? One of our commenters said you look miserable, right? Just even being with that guy makes you not like feel good, look good, anything, right? But then I think you are so used to like this like level of like toxicity that like if you leave it, you like don't even know what you're gonna do from here. So it seems like being in this situation actually makes you feel comfortable, even though it is terrible for you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right. So like it is all on you, right? Because you like either have to have that strength to like leave or like just wind up being another baby mom because that's what's going to happen. That's going to happen eventually, right? Y'all just keep on chilling and now you were there, right? You you had started it off wrong. So what? People always make mistakes. But like at the same time, moving forward, you are a strong woman, right? Right or wrong? Are you strong? Are you not strong? Are you still going through something else? Does he make you feel weaker? Or like you just putting all of this on him and it's not really him? Like paint us a picture. Where are you mentally right now?
Um, I'm not like doing too well mentally, so I did like move forward with like getting like a psychiatrist, and I'm
Mm,
gonna like begin therapy and stuff, so I can kind of just like deal with whatever I need to handle internally. I just I don't really have had like I feel like an emotionally or like secure upbringing. So it's just always been me. Like I feel like raising myself. I don't have a close relationship with my dad. Like I don't
mm.
really know like how like a man I feel like supposed to like treat a woman. Like he's just I don't know. He doesn't. I don't know. He's never gave me like I've never got like a love feeling from my dad. Like we don't have that type of relationship. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of like my upbringing and stuff. I probably just have to like deal with that. And that's what I'm working towards now. So
You are
it just
20
impacts
what?
me social and stuff because I have just like isolated myself a lot. Also, with
So
here,
you wait. You are 28,
27 right now.
27. How old is your guy?
He's also 27.
Okay, right? So so I like kind of feel as though you are seeking male validation right now, right? Because you didn't get it from your father, right? You don't understand how a man is like really supposed to treat like a woman. So like now you were trying to get it off of this guy and he's treating you like shit, right? So at the end of the day, you're going to have to make that decision. And it's great that like you are getting therapy now. We can always get into coaching things about relationship structure, but being with this guy isn't good for you. It's just you are still chasing that feeling, right? You like still want to be accepted by him. It's almost like our last caller too. Is that craving to like be validated, right? um and is that validation that's actually causing you misery. You are going to have to become stronger, and of course it's easier said than done, but like you like can't get validation from him, right? And he knows that the more that he treats you like shit is the more control that he's actually going to have over you, until you like eventually make a mistake and then have a kid with him, and then that's game over, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
hear you.
So let me just ask you this, right? Right? These are exercises which I go through with my clients, right? Right? Okay. Answer this, right? What will happen if you leave?
Honestly, nothing. He doesn't like nothing would change in my life. Honestly, it's not like he pays my bills. Like he like takes care of me. And like nothing. Honestly, he uses my car. He like literally like nothing would change.
And then because he depends on you, is that what's making you feel like validated because someone actually needs you?
No, because
And
everybody around me needs me. Like, I'm used to that. I actually don't want that. Like, I want a
okay.
man that can take care of me because, like, I'm not used to that. So that's completely the opposite of what I want. Like, stability is so important to me. Like, so if I feel like I'm doing everything, I'm taking care of myself and someone else, like, I don't have any children. I don't want to feel like my partner is my child or like they just are spontaneous and just make decisions without thinking. And I have to um, clean up for them afterwards and stuff. Like I feel like I already did that with my parents. Like I'm still doing that with my parents. Like so
Okay.
I don't want someone else to take care of. It's highly
Okay.
unattractive to me.
Yeah, man. I think you were just kind of like an enabler, right? Where like people are like just taking from you, taking, and then you have become accustomed to that. But like finally, I would say I would want to put you in my women's group where like it's just married women and like they actually talk over all of these different issues. Um because I can tell you, but like they can show you, like they can teach you, right? There are like a few African women in there as well, Haitian women. But like it's a group where like people can actually get over these things. And I feel as though because you're so isolated, because you don't have anywhere to like turn, you were almost emotionally numb, where like you were over him, but then you don't even know where to go from here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So look, right? I'm gonna speak with you afterwards. Um, and I think at least we can get you going on the right path. Does that sound okay to you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any final questions right now?
Um, no, not at this moment. Like I'll just get more resources from you when we speak.
Great. It was great speaking with you. I will call you shortly, but yeah, uh, you have some like decisions to make. I would say get like a piece of paper, write down what will happen if I stay, what will happen if I leave, right? And then that should make it crystal clear. Because if you leave, it might be uncomfortable being alone, but then shit opens up. But if you stay, how's it gonna go, right?
Yes, pros and cons.
Exactly.
Okay. And
Okay.
thank you to your commenter.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody left you a comment. It says, "You were beautiful," and then can we see you smile one more time? So there it is. There it is. Yo, and like next time is gonna be like a real smile too, right? Because like right now things are dark, but like things get bright when it's really dark, right? So I'll help you out after this, but thank you for joining me today.
Of course, thank you for having me as well.
All right. Yo, relationship struggles, man. Relationship struggles. I think a lot of us um talk about why like we ain't getting married and like why I'd rather stay single forever. That's cap. That's cap. Because once you understand relationship dynamics and how real relationship works, then okay. Like marriage, love, companionship, all of that stuff is beautiful. It's just we're in an age now where like nobody knows. Like I'm hearing too many friends with benefits. That's how like 90% of relationships start nowadays. Friend with benefits. That's not how it's supposed to start, ladies, right? That's not how it's supposed to start. Like what is in between your legs is like supposed to be the most cherished thing, right? You're just supposed to be giving out willy-nilly. Oh, I'll give it to him. And if it turns into something, it turns into something. Like everyone that is calling up here is coming from a friends with benefits standpoint. No, make that nigga wait. Make him wait until it's right, right? Make him wait. Make him wait until it's right, right? Because what are you gonna get out of it? There are too many. I mean, our community, man, even every community, right? Because our first caller on here was not a black woman, but like every community, like it is running rampant. There aren't any standards no more. People are just doing what they think. Like, no. There's a roadmap and there's a blueprint, and some women follow it, right? Right? Men will adhere to your standards if you make it clear, but if you don't, then this is what we get. Like a lot of misery all over the place, and it's not right. Yeah, man. This was a heavy show, man. This was a heavy show, but like sometimes it calls for that, man. Sometimes it calls for that. Tomorrow, same time, 2:30 PST, 5:30 EST. I'm gonna play a couple of the balloon clips from my Pop the Balloon show. Like our first episode drops next Thursday, June 5. Our first episode, our Pop the Balloon is already lit. Look, let me talk my shit. It's the best Pop the Balloon out there, bro. The like angles and the scenery and the commentary, because I don't just host. I ask the questions, right? I ask some questions. If it doesn't sound right, I'm going to ask the questions. And peep this. This is the last thing. This is the very last thing, was that from my Pop the Balloon shows, ours is more of a social mixer, right? People come in, right? The guys meet the girls first. They all talking, drinking, going on mini dates, so that by the time the Pop the Balloon part comes, people already know. And then what I'm seeing is even if people don't match on the show, they're exchanging information. One girl told me yesterday, look, I got a date this weekend with a guy from like one of your Pop the Balloon shows. That's how it's supposed to be, man. That's how it's supposed to be. Like everything I do is so that people can meet people, right? And if you're in a relationship, I can help you with it. If you're trying to get out, we can figure it out. But a lot of times, if you're already there, it's just one or two things that you have to work on. And then if you can fix those two things, okay, you can move on, right? Life is not meant to be lived alone. You're going to start seeing it, yo. In like 3 to 5 years now, you're going to start seeing a lot of older people by themselves that was talking shit 15 years ago. They was talking shit. Oh, I'm going to be single forever. I'm going to be single for life. Yeah, look at them now. Guys too, right? Because I got a lot of guy friends, like when they hit 50, 55 and their knees hurt, right? Like there's a small subset of those guys that can be players for life. The rest of them, man, I had waited too long. I don't got nobody. Now they are chasing younger women who are just looking at them as sugar daddies, right? Right? There's no real love there. So yo, look, everyone can have it, but look, it's like everything else, man. You have to work at it, man. You have to work at your relationship. You have to work on yourself. You can do both at the same time, man. Until tomorrow, Adeimpossible. What?